BassResinator here. I have a couple molds that I want to use casting powder in. The casting powders are a type of an eco resin, like plaster of Paris, but a little bit better than plaster of Paris, a little stronger. But this one is husband and wife, or boyfriend, girlfriend, or just a pair that are in love. Given an embrace or a kiss or something, but it's a little stand-up thing. And I'm doing this partly because I'm missing my wife. She's out of town visiting her mom up in Michigan. So I'm going to mix up some of the casting powder, and I hope I have enough left over so that I want to get the little trough around the edge here filled up, and possibly this area. And I want to leave this area clear so that I can put some flowers in it later on. So let me get the stuff mixed up and I'll be right back. The brand I am using is from Let's Resin. It's called Magic Pour. And I want to get this started in here, and then I need to shake it around before I finish it because I don't want any bubbles happening. And I can definitely tell I'm going to have some left over. And I got to work relatively quick. I don't want it drying out on me. And this does not take long to cure up or to dry. And then after it's fully dried, you can paint it or seal it. Okay, now I want to get some more over here. I'm hoping that pushes all the way around the edge there. And no bubbles, please. Be good to me there. That's just what I was hoping would do. Now, if it'll just keep filling that up, that'll be awesome. Okay, I have a little bit of that left over, and I don't really want to pour too much in there. Well, I don't know if I have enough of this. I will try. I'm going to put just a little bit more water in there because it's starting to dry up. Okay, I have this little mold of sea turtles, and it's super detailed, and I'm hoping that can get down in there. Sea turtles and shells on a sandy bottom. Little bubbles keep coming up. It's getting thick. Okay, I have a Sand. Starfish, not a sand. I was going to say a sandfish. It doesn't hold too much. Don't know how far that's going to go. And I don't want to mix up any more. So if I can just sort of get it going to the ends of those arms, I could possibly put some resin to fill it up the rest of the way when I go to do this one. Okay. Now I just got to let stuff cure up. This one and this one are going to have extra work to do. These two should be just fine. Don't know if you can see all. I'm sitting there pointing at stuff and you can't see it all. I just noticed. I don't want to mess that because it's already starting to cure up. So, okay, I'll be back later on. Okay, these are dry or cured, but I'm not going to take these out until I get these done. I have some flowers here, pressed flowers that I got from Resiners. They asked me to try them out, and so I already did a video on that, but I'm going to use some more of their flowers. I say that, and I just noticed a little bit on this mold where some of that white was right there, and I didn't want that interfering with the flowers. Okay, so now mixed up a little bit of resin here. And I'm going to put just a little bit down first, and then I'm going to put the flowers in. I wanted a little bit down before the flowers went down. Now this is a kit that I got from Resiners, and there's 174 different flowers, and I got the purple variety, but there's more than just purple. There's other things, but there's a purple. And I want to push down on them to make sure they don't have any air underneath them. Get those bubbles out. Now I got a white one here, which I think will do really nicely, tying in the color of the what do they call it? That powder, the casting powder. Another white one. And then, you know what? I've got this little fuzzy thing. And then I got this cute little purple. Okay, now I'm going to put some more resin in, go over the top of these. hopefully I'll be able to push them back into place because they are floating around now. And I mixed up 4 ounces of resin. I didn't know how much I was going to need. Definitely going to need to push those flowers back. Sometimes they get little bubbles under those petals and then they start floating. This one's just got so many little surface areas. There's a bubble right there on the edge. A couple more over here. I thought about trying to put more in there, but you know, I think that's not going to work. Okay, so now I'm going to try something with this starfish. I'm going to add some green alcohol ink right onto the back and then let the resin push out. Let's see what happens. It didn't go very far. It just sunk right down into that casting powder. Well, if you've ever turned a starfish over, that's where its mouth is located, right there. So we'll just call that his mouth. Okay, so let me put that down. Go over this, because some of those flowers pushed out some air bubbles. It's amazing how many air bubbles flowers can contain, even though they're dry, pressed, and everything else. Doesn't make any difference. If they want to start shedding air, they will. Okay, still got a little bit of resin there. I'm gonna push this up. And I am going to do it on this. I know it'll work better than it did on that starfish. And I got a couple different colors of green over here. From a light to a medium to a very dark. Now, push it out with the resin. It pushes it out, and then it will come back when it cures. It's really cool the way it works. Oh, I overfilled that starfish a little bit. Still some more air bubbles coming up from the flowers. Like these individual little flowers right there had a little bit of air underneath them, and so I'm pushing it, and now they should sink down there. Okay, good. So this should be really pretty, have that white and then offset with clear with flowers there. You know what? This has some greenery that came in there with it. See if I can push those down in. Just to back up the flowers, give them a little bit of something so that they're not, you know what, I need something wider. We go with the mixing stick that I used. There's bubbles coming up over here. I don't know if that means, oh, this is pretty. I don't know if you can see this green over here, but this is working nicely. There's a bubble coming up right here. I don't know if there's a gap. That must be, I just pushed and all of a sudden the bubble came up. That's good. Just stick my finger right down in there. I was trying to grab the edge. I just don't want bubbles coming up on a continuous basis and having a bubble right there that cures in place. Oh, this green over here is really going cool. Yeah, I will have a coupon code if you're interested in getting any of these pressed flowers. If you don't press your own flowers, and you need some for your resin work or some other type of crafts, maybe you put them into paintings and or decoupage them down or different things of that sort, I'll put the coupon code in the description, and you can use them from there and get your own. They're very good sets. They have, this is the purple, there's multicolor, there's white, there's multicolor meaning a whole bunch of colors in one. This is the majority is purple, but there's lots of different varieties. So I'll give you the link, and you can, if you can use them, go for it. Okay, I'll come back to you when this is all cured up. Well, everything's cured up. I took the starfish out, so it's got like a clear halo around it. I was hoping that green would go all the way out, but that's okay. I will put some type of sealer on that as well as on this. Now this one is very detailed. Little turtle, little turtle, little turtle, little turtle, no head. I don't know where the head went. But yeah, it's a cute mold. Maybe too detailed for this type of stuff. That green that I put in the alcohol ink, and then I put in some abalone shells. Look how it turned out. Well, it's really hard to tell. You know what? I have the mold it was in. Look at that. Very pretty. Looks pretty on both sides. So cool. There's that. Let's go with this one next. I want to be careful. I don't know how strong this magic pour is going to be. I want to make sure I got it. Oh, is that pretty or what? Speaking of or what, there's a little. I think it was a little bit of plaster that was on the edge of that mold. And there's another little bit right there. Wow. That came out really pretty. Okay, now for this one. I know there's going to be a little bit of overpour right there. Now it's thick enough on the bottom, it should be able to stand up on its own. See, this right there is, wow. There, I got that piece off. Well, there were a couple little bubbles on there, but you get the idea. Very pretty. And it does stand up. Cool. Well, I hope my wife likes these. I'll get these sealed before she gets home. And leave them on the table and see what she thinks. Dun, dun, dun. That came out really pretty though. Those flowers, no bubbles on them. That's what I wanted. Cool. Well, thank you so much. If you are a subscriber of mine, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for following and supporting me that way. If you are not a subscriber and you like what I do, subscribe. It's free. Does not cost you a thing. It's like $0 and 0 cents. And 0.0001 of a cent. No money needed to be a subscriber. Now this one would be kind of pretty if you painted. That's going to be a lot of painting. Anyway, if you're not a subscriber and you do subscribe, I would appreciate that. Any support to the channel helps out, allows me to continue doing what I'm doing here. And if you do subscribe, click the little bell icon right next to the subscribe button, and that will allow you to be notified anytime I do something new. So join us. Love to have you. Stick around. I will have some parting shots with these still in still form. Thank you so much for watching today. We'll see you for the next one.